Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Turi, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
We have already started here.
So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball.
Face to face with the keeper. Oh, shooting! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
He won't be happy with that one. No way through. Madrid do have a chance to counter here.
Well, played right into his path. And that has been clubbed away. Mbappe finds himself offside. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities, his show...
Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner.
Upamecano tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played into space out wide. That has not gone well. Conte. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
So it is still 0-0. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe.
And it's Ceballos. Thinks about the shot. Crossed into the box.
And he's there to clear it. Out for a throw. And no, that was never going to make it.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest.
Tries a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. France are looking to go forward now. There's a sharp little ball here. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, and the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Hernandez. France looking to pass their way through. Dembele. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. That is good alertness. Conte. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he decides to cross it. Oh, important interception. Ceballos. It's Vinicius Junior. Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And this is Dembele. He's found some space. Great chance! Goal! France! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Vinicius Junior, not the most accurate pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. France finding their passes. Conte. Tries to play it through, and he cuts out the supply. Well, that pass isn't the best. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. That's a sharp pass. And it's Camavinga. Aims beyond the defence. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He can run onto that. And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Dembele looking to add to his goal. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Out of play for a throw. And here's Dembele. Conte. Lovely. Now then. Can he finish? Sticks it away. And this is getting better and better. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And that was very necessary. He's felt that, hasn't he? Camavinga. Carvajal. Threads one in. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well timed, excellent interception. Carvajal. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now there's decent chance! It's a goal! Back to within one! Interesting! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Ceballos short changes him with that pass. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Rudiger. Looking for the run. And he's heaved it away.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he's intervened well there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Right, Dembele. Camavinga, and he plays one through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Kante, who has set up 2 goals. Now it's Mbappe. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappe.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Hernandez. Now it's Dani Ceballos. He's in a good position. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Ceballos, Konate cuts it out, and that was nowhere near his best. And here's Thuram, and the shot's on here. And that will be it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Ceballos voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. There's a sharp little ball here. Engages and forces him off the ball. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Eder Militao calmly anticipates. Tries to pass it through. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Vinicius Junior! Goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. It could be in here. Real chance! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems.
He's had a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Upamecano gets over and intercepts.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Conte. Mbappe! Takes a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
No, again there's no way through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a chance! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That is good alertness. Almost half an hour in now. He's on it. Can he get away? Camavinga.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Mbappe really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
Hernandez. Ball comes in. Oh, Red, nice interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Hernandez. He's gone forward, looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the shot! And that was very necessary. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Mbappe tries looking up for options on the left. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Mbappe. Madrid couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Mbappe!
Good take, and is he in?
Valverde.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's got away. And a chance! It's there! It is no contest. It is a landslide. And we hit half-time.
Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Madrid pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. And we are back on the way. Nice physical challenge. Ceballos. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Valverde. Now it's Bellingham. And that's been won straight back. Conte. No way through there. Eder Militao. Tries to play it through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Hernandez.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Saliba gets across to intercept that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Stood up well to him there. Camavinga. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable shot at goal! And it's in!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
France grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Now it's come to nothing. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's cut it out. Might be dangerous. And the shot! It's in! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So is this the start of a comeback?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's going for goal! Vinicius Junior with a beautifully timed run. Oh, that's well spotted.
Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
The cross. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Koundé. Looking for options for movement. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Saliba. Koundé knocks it into space. Spread neatly. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mendy did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Great chance! And yes, it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So now the difference is 3.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 5.
France choosing to make the first change.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Valverde. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a key interception. Valverde is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Valverde picks it up out wide. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And now the breakaway. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now, can they get him away? He can run onto that. It's a promising position. Shoots! And that is a truly outstanding save. And it's Camavinga. Dink through, and it's made its way to him. He's one-on-one, chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Le numéro 10.
Oh, just a consolation. Or is there a way back? Shapes the shoots! No mistake! So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is onto this. And he was quick to react. Tchouaméni. And that pass just didn't quite work. So that's it. It is all over. Madrid really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Vinicius Junior claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.